I'm pretty sure you've all probably noticed by now that Texas Hold'em Poker is just taken off in a very big fashion, and there have been a lot of poker games released due to this. A lot of them are quite generic, and most of them are quite crap. But World Championship Poker 2 is actually a shining light, a glimmering bit of hope for anyone who's looking for a poker game that's not generically boring or lacking in the artificial intelligence department. Now, World Championship Poker 2 predictably is about playing poker and making a career out of it. Essentially you create your character from a wide ranging of unfashionable clothing and wacky helmets, and you go about making money via competing in poker games or tournaments. The actual character creation and the actual models that you can use for the actual characters are pretty good. They're not as great as, say, some wrestling games, for example, like SmackDown or, like, you know, King of Colosseum, for example, but at least they're getting there. Also, you can play free play mode, which basically allows you to play a one-off game or tournament without any consequences of you losing money in career mode and stuff, which is good. Although if you want to actually unlock different venues and unlock skills for your character, then you're gonna have to play career mode, which basically makes or breaks this game. Now, as I mentioned before, the poker in this game actually does play pretty well. The AI is pretty competent. They appear to know what they're doing. You can tell if a poker game's bad, because if a loser like me actually is able to win constantly, then the game's obviously pretty bad, because I'm horrendous at poker. But in this game they actually do know how to play the game well. Also, let me just mention that there are some very unique touches to this game. For example, you can use the iToy camera to implant your face into the game. Also, there's this unique bluff or tell mini games where you essentially an icon will appear on the screen and some zones will circle around a poker chip, and essentially you got to rotate your analog stick to where the zones are in the poker chip. If you do it successfully, then your character will accurately be able to bluff or keep a poker face while playing the hand. If you fail, then he lets off a sign that he's either got a really good or a really bad hand, and people will be able to pick up on that. To help you with your bluffing and being able to tell if other people are bluffing, every once in a while, once you advance through career mode, it will allow you to put attribute points onto your character. This can range from making the bluff roulette wheel slower, for making the zones bigger, for being able to pick up on tells easier and stuff like that. Also, once you advance through career mode, you'll be able to buy new houses. You'll also be able to buy stuff from the pawn shop, like new furniture, all ridiculously rubbish looking and not even worth buying, because, you know, you'd rather probably just save the money to actually go into poker tournaments as opposed to decking out your imaginary house in crap. Now I guess is the time to talk about the career mode itself. Career mode is incredibly restricting, and I don't particularly like it very much. Normally, you get a choice of 3 venues to go to. One's a really low end one, one's a middle end one, and one's like a high roller sort of venue. Unless you take a loan out at the beginning, you're really stuck with some really crap poker games. Because this game has a wide variety of poker variants. There's Pineapple, there's Oklahoma, there's 5-card draw, 7-card stud, all the usual stuff, including Texas Hold'em. But normally you're made to play these crap variants of poker which no one wants to play. The game won't let you advance or skip weeks unless you actually play the tournaments or one of the tournaments that it's giving you throughout the week. This means you can be playing some crappy variant of poker which you have no idea what you're doing, and you probably might not even enjoy very much. Luckily the game does actually have a help menu in the actual start menu where you can actually learn how to play said variant of poker. But at the end of the day, for people who just like to play one or two different types of poker and being forced to play some really nasty ass poker variant for a lot of money in their career mode, it's not exactly very good. Saying that though, again, the actual poker is very good fun. Especially online as well, it's also quite good, although here's a little tip for you: always wait 5 seconds before actually playing your hand, so that people don't know if you're playing the bluff minigame or not. Because if you just keep playing the hands over and over, then you suddenly wait 5 seconds, people think, he's either got a really good hand or a really bad hand. Also, the actual characters and stuff, they're all randomly generated apart from the actual pro poker players, and they all actually, you know, they're all pretty good. You'll have their own like little voice sets, they all wear different clothes, and they all play differently and all that. Especially in tournaments, actually, it's quite interesting to see all the wacky different variants of characters that you can get. Overall, I think World Championship Poker 2 probably should get a 7 out of 10. A very good poker game that tries some really novel ideas, but for some reason they decided to make the career mode so restrictive that it's just unplayable at times. You know, it's just like, why am I playing this crap variant of poker? Anyway, if you're online, you could also try checking this game out. Apparently this game's cross-platform, which means you'll be able to play people on the PC and PSP and stuff like that as well. Overall, if you're into poker, you probably should check out this game. If you're not, then just don't bother.